Welcome this evening. I sincerely thank you for being with us this evening. I want to start out by thanking this wonderful group with us this evening, the Kentucky School of Bluegrass and Traditional Music from Hazard Community College. The students, but Dean Osborne, hold your hand up there. Now, those of you who know me, and I am Barbara Veazey, the president of this wonderful college, you know that I want everything. I mean, you already know that. And I've wanted this Kentucky School of Bluegrass and Traditional Music in Paducah. And I've thought and thought about it. I thought, wow. But isn't this a wonderful combination? They're from Hazard Community College on the far eastern part of our state with performing arts, and here we are on this end with visual arts. And we've come together tonight representing, I think, the best of community colleges. But I've thought more and more about how we could have this bluegrass program in Paducah. And Dean, this program is mostly online. It is the only bluegrass and traditional music program in the world. And we can do it online here in Paducah, take those classes that are offered in Hazard Community College. So I think this is going to be a winner, the partnership that we're going to have together on developing this joint program together. So thank you. We're looking forward to enrolling our students at your place. So thank you again for being here. I sincerely appreciate each of you that are here with me this evening. That's my children, Drew and Ray Ann, my daughter-in-law Janelle, son-in-law Tim, and my grandchildren, Chloe, Sloan, and Jacob. My college family and this community. What more could anyone want on the grand opening of this fabulous building? So I thank you. The vision of all of this really gelled, really started coming together when Nancy Calcutt, and is Nancy Calcutt out in the audience anywhere? I saw her earlier, but Nancy Calcutt, Ann Gwynn, Mayor Bill Paxton, Joe Frampton, and I, we made a trip to Nashville, and we looked at the Watkins School of Art and Design. We walked back out to the car, and we sort of thought we could have something like that. It was like our old Cinemax theater. It had been redesigned, refurbished into this art school. Never did we envision something like this. But that's when it all started happening. And we started building this program. And I don't know when, and I'm not going to go into every one in the history of each of our buildings that we've started to create this campus in Lower Town, but I hope that you will pick up, and they're right behind the doorway there, one of our brochures that describes the buildings that we've built, the history of how this is all developed over time since 2007. But Mayor Bill Paxton and I were walking through this facility because we were all talking about where can we house this art school. And I remember Mayor Paxton, and Mayor Paxton, where are you? Right here. Mayor Bill Paxton and I were walking through, and it did not look like it looks tonight. It was a sorry sight. And the mayor looked at me and he said, "Dr. Veazey, do you want this building?" And I went, "I do. Oh, I do." And I did. And I said this before when I spoke before Mayor Paxton, that I laid awake many a night thinking, Bill Paxton, how can I give this back to the city? I dreamed about it. I dreamed. And I've already toured a few of you through this building, and tonight I've said, isn't this beautiful? Isn't it beautiful? And along the way, you've looked at me and you've said, it is. Who designed this? Who decided? Who put this old and new together? And I went, I did. I did. What are you talking about? I did. But I think that you probably know by now that I'm going to retire. I've announced my retirement. And I'm afraid you're going to ask me to come to work for you and design your building. So tonight I think I have to tell the truth. And I have to recognize those individuals that really did design and create this wonderful space. And I'm going to start with Randy Brookshire, Ross Tarrant Architects in Lexington, Kentucky. Randy. Where's Randy? Randy. You know, building an art school in economic bad times, and that's what happened to us when we had that vision in 2007, and then in 2008, the economy tanked, and we had this building, and we had the vision of an art school. So this was a very complex, different path that we took to finally get here, but Randy Brookshire, Ross Tarrant was with us all the way. You never failed us. I appreciate you and the association that we've had all these many years. Thank you, Randy. Ken Marks. Where's Ken? Ken. Ken, stand up. Ken is the Director of Capital Construction and Sustainability Initiatives, Facilities Management, long title with KCTCS. But Ken Marks has been with us on this Paducah School of Art and Design since it started in 2011 with every one of these buildings. I've never called him that he didn't answer the phone, that he didn't get right back to me. He's advised me on how to work within KCTCS and get things done. And I appreciate you and will forever be grateful for our association. Dwayne Brown. Dwayne in the back. Dwayne, everyone look at Dwayne Brown. Division of Engineering with the Finance and Administration Cabinet with the Commonwealth of Kentucky. But Dwayne lives in Paducah. And Dwayne knew what this building would mean for us as a community. And he came as we were ending the ceramics and small metals building. We were starting construction on the sculpture building, and we were actually going to build a brand new facility right across from the old, everybody calls it the old pickle factory. We were going to build a new building there, tear that down. And then we thought we could raise money, and then this Bill Smart project within the state of Kentucky came along, and Dwayne said, Barbara, look back where you originally started. Look back at this building and go back to it, what your original design was. And he didn't tell me until tonight that I had made so many promises that I'd better finish this building. So thank you. I credit you for us being here tonight. Dennis Smith, president of Pinnacle. Where is Dennis? Back here. Dennis and Darren Smith. Is that Darren over there by the side? Yes. The contractors for this building. It was complex. It was old. Seismic. Had to be factored in every step of the way. You never failed us. You accommodated everything we wanted to do. You never lost sight of the vision, and I think you have a wonderful product, and we will sing your praises throughout Western Kentucky and beyond. Bacchus Oliver. Bacchus, we walk through here, everyone looks at all of this ductwork, and they went, it's artwork, it's artwork. And I go, thank you. Yes, it's artwork, and it is. But more than that, Bacchus always is known for quality and reliability, and we never doubted that this would be a structurally sound and wonderful building meeting every code possible in the end. So thank you, Bacchus. I'm also going to mention Ron Bacon. Now, I haven't seen Ron this evening. Oh, Ron. Oh, okay, at the very beginning, before we even thought about buying this building in 2007, Ron worked on looking at a structural engineer, looking at the site for this building. And the structural piece of this is again complex, but the analysis, the age of this building, your expertise was paramount to us. Thank you very much. And Kay Travis, you know Kay Travis for working at the college all those many years, and I don't know if Kay is out there tonight. But Kay Travis, Travis School Equipment, Kay selected all of the furnishings in this facility, and they are beautiful. Thank you. Chris Jones with Ray Black & Son. Where is Chris? Chris did the donor wall, designed the donor wall, had that finished for us, and each of the donor rooms recognition. I think he did a great job. And I would like to thank our other guests with us this evening, Kristen Bronsum, Commissioner of the Kentucky Department of Travel and Tourism, Andrew K. Spear, Director with the Division of Engineering and Contract Administration with the Commonwealth of Kentucky. Thank you for being with us. And Joe Cummins, KCTCS Project Manager. And I want to recognize John Carico. John Carico, Vice President of Administrative Services. John has had total oversight of every project that we've had with KCTCS with West Kentucky. John stayed always true, kept us on track, never wavered, kept everyone focused, and accomplished what many said was absolutely impossible, John. So my sincere gratitude goes to you for many, many years of working side by side with you. Sherry Anderson isn't here with us this evening, the Vice President of Learning Initiatives. She started the art school and the whole curriculum process, kept going, worked it up to the point where we are tonight. So when you see Sherry, tell her that I said a big thank you to her as well. Now I'm going to ask Judge Bill Howerton to come up to the stage. And Judge Howerton is the chair of the Carson Meyer Charitable Foundation. And I've asked Judge Howerton if he would say a few words tonight, because I believe that when he walked through this facility, he took a leap of faith in being a donor, and as many of you did. It was a leap of faith and a lot of guts and determination on our part. But Judge Howerton, I thank you for your confidence.
Dr. Vesey, Mayor Kaler, Dr. Box, Dean Aho, Chairman Williams, all of the board members of the trustees of Paducah Junior College, Inc., and the advisory directors of the West Kentucky Community and Technical College. I see several of you here, Lorraine Shrimpke, Ann Denton, and many more. This is a project that there's no way to give all the credit. The only thing that the Carson Meyer Foundation did was to sort of put a capstone on the fundraising thing that got you over the hump so that the state would put its money in and this plane can be built. Now, Barbara, you did make a mistake, though. You said something about a leap of faith. You had it in reverse. we went ahead and said, okay, we'll do this. And then I came over here and saw this thing, and I said, we made a mistake. It ain't gonna happen. But I tell you what, all these people you mentioned, the architects, the designers, the engineers, the builders, the carpenters, the painters, anybody that worked on this thing, you have literally made a silk purse out of a sow's ear. It is beautiful. And I will say that I feel safer in this building, should we have an earthquake, than I would just about any place in town. You look at these walls, I mean, they've fixed this thing up so it isn't going to fall down. So students, you ought to be safe. But faculty members, students that are here, donors, many names are on the wall, but there are many donors that are not on the wall. And I give my thanks to all of you. But this thing has been a magnificent idea from the word go, Barbara. And it goes back several years, too, when you were downtown and you had your first dreams without really having these facilities for the 3D and other stuff over here. You and the mayor, former mayor, went down and dreamed a little more. Good to see you, too, Shirley. But here we had the Paducah Bank that started this artist relocation project. Schrader, Denton, and Frampton, if you're here. And they brought these people in, and they have actually resurrected Lower Town. So we've got the whole area down here that is much improved. This is just another crown in that area down here. Mayor and city officials, all of you that have worked on that too. But it just pulled it all together. Now, I think we ought to thank people too like Mary Hammond, who had helped us to get this UNESCO city for art and culture and so forth, which is really unique. There are only about 7 of them in the world. And Paducah is one of them. Yeah, let's get over that. So, there's Mary right back there. Raise your hand, Mary. You just got an applause too. Yeah. Okay, all of you in that office down there, thank you for that. But this is a perfect location. There was the community enthusiasm that came along just at the right time too to pull this thing together. But Paducah is unique in many ways with so many marvelous things that we have, from the Carson Center, the Symphony, the Market House Theater, the community college. And then I want to just sort of cap off my comments. Barbara mentioned she's retiring. Well, I remember not only when she was a teacher out here, because I was on that board for eons, decades, I guess you could say, and finally had enough of it, so I got out of their way. But I happened to be, at that time, John, chairman of the Paducah Community College and that advisory board before Kentucky Community and Technical College came over. So we did hammer out the memorandum of understanding between PJC, the KCTCS, and Barbara and Mike McCall and my name all went on that thing. But that's when you got started. And I might mention that I had some calls questioning our wisdom about, we did this nationwide search. And so we hired Barbara Vesey. I said, look, I know her. She's been out here sometime. And she understands our relationships and all. It's going to work. Well, you've proved those critics or skeptics wrong. Listen, everybody that's retiring and all likes to have some kind of a suitable legacy. Lady, you've got a good one. Just consider these things. We have that new emerging technology building out there. At least 2, I think 3 times in your reign, you've been in the top of community colleges in the country. Once at least 5th, the latest is 3rd, and that's a heck of an achievement. That's almost unbelievable with the number of them. But and I've listened to some of those things, and I know that if it had been a few other things, if we'd had more places around here to get our graduates employed, we'd have been number 1. So it wasn't your fault. It was just the luck of the draw and how that thing was calculated. But you have an amazing legacy and great achievement. And we thank you, and we thank everybody that had anything to do with this. And on behalf of Carson Meyer Foundation, I'll just say I'm happy we did it. I'm glad we did it. I think it was a good investment for the community and everybody here. So.
Well, I have mentioned former mayor, but we come up to years most current. And the support by Mayor Gail Kaler and the city commissioners has been what really brought us to the finish line. The city has given us money to help with, keep starting this whole program, the operation of the program. But the mayor, the city commission, not only donated the building, but it's been that support, that undergirding of the entire community support, that you just simply can't do a project like this without it. So I applaud you, Mayor, the commission, and I thank you. You've done a wonderful thing by supporting this art school, and I'd like to ask you to please come forward and give us some remarks on behalf of the city of Paducah.
Well, I would like to actually read something. Michael Killeran came to Paducah to give a grant workshop. He said, "I wanted to experience firsthand what Paducah had to offer. I had a chance to tour the Paducah School of Art and Design building. This building right here," he said, "has to be the most inspiring, state-of-the-art facilities for artists and students to be found anywhere. It's a beautiful and thoughtfully repurposed, light-filled jewel that will be a beacon for creative visual artists for years to come. What a wonderful and powerful impact the Paducah School of Art and the creative engine that it has created will be for this community. Clearly, this community is open to new people, to new ideas, and to everyone here who had a part in this, I want to say thank you for what you've done."
And finally, I would like to bring to the stage Dr. Jay Box, the president of the Kentucky Community and Technical College System. And Jay was president of Hazard Community College, Hazard Community and Technical College, before he became the chancellor and then now the president of the entire community college system. And Jay and I actually began our presidencies together. He at Hazard and mine at West Kentucky. But I knew that Jay had the Kentucky School of Craft at Hazard and the Bluegrass and Traditional Music School. And I asked Jay to come to Paducah when we were talking about this as a project. Give me his thoughts. Does he think something like this would work in Paducah? We met as a group at Cafe Menu, so you know how long ago that's been. And Jay said I remember being in the car with him, sort of parked in front of this building and saying, "What do you think?" And he said, "I think if we were surrounded like a community in Paducah that's very supportive of the arts," he said, "you're going to succeed." And he was right. But I had enough sense to each step of the way as we designed the ceramic small metals building, the sculpture building, and then this facility. When I was trying to get Mike McCall to support this project, which you know he did, but I always went to Dr. Box first, had him look at everything, say, "Tell me what you think." And he did. And so we would not be here tonight, Dr. Box, if you had not supported me at the Cafe Menu all those years ago. Thank you.
She gives me way too much credit. I tell you. Man, what a great evening, isn't it? Wow, this is so exciting, and I really thank Barbara for inviting me to be a part of this. This is so wonderful to be here at the Paducah School of Art and Design. You know, and I also have to say I'm happy to see the Bluegrass School the Kentucky School of Bluegrass and Traditional Music. You would think I could remember that now. But Dean, thank you so much for bringing the students over tonight and providing some background music. It's really great. You know, this beautiful new cutting-edge building furthers West Kentucky Community and Technical College's leadership role in the arts in this community. The School of Art and Design is a great example of the type of vision and partnerships we strive for in all of our communities. And don't y'all think it's kind of a fitting send-off for Dr. Veazey? This grand opening helps cap off her stellar career, not only at this college, but also in this community. Let's give Dr. Veazey a round of applause. You know, several years ago, Paducah's leaders had a vision for what they wanted this city to become. Look around you, see now. This city is well known for its commitment to the arts and to artists. The award-winning Artist Relocation Program has helped revitalize Lower Town and the entire city. The School of Art and Design is playing a role in that by bringing more art students in Paducah, as well as attracting nationally recognized artists to workshops. You know, the number of students that West Kentucky has served now in these programs has grown way beyond your original expectations. I remember talking and you thinking, you know, if we could just have 15 students or 20. Now look what you've done. The Fine Arts and Applied Science degree programs now draw students from several states outside of Paducah and outside of this area, but also students from right here in Paducah. The addition of this new state-of-the-art building that houses all the latest technology, along with a space for painting and drawing studios, a recording studio, a lecture hall, and the 1,600 square foot Bill Ford Gallery will allow our students to hone their craft in an atmosphere that's like none other. And now the Culinary Arts program also has space here. I'm sure the art students and the community will enjoy our culinary students' delicious creations coming out of the Kitchens Cafe. You know, West Kentucky Community and Technical College and the School of Art and Design have played an important role in this local economy, helping add millions of dollars to the city coffers. Much has been written about the value of creative people to bring to a community. One of the most well-known writers of this topic is Richard Florida. You know, in his book, The Rise of the Creative Class, Florida defines the creative class as that group of complex problem solvers. He says what they do involves a great deal of judgment and requires a high level of education. And that's what West Kentucky Community and Technical College is offering our students, a place to improve their lives and their dreams. Here, they not only can enhance their skills, but also can be a vital part of this creative, experiential lifestyle that's been developed at the school and in this community. As I've traveled across the state and I hear discussions about the economy and jobs, it's clear that if we want to improve our communities and our state, there has to be a larger vision for success. Through your arts district, your historic downtown, your museums and floodwall murals, you've created something special that other cities only wish they could replicate. There's a good deal of research about how a vibrant arts community adds values to city. In short, a vibrant arts community is central to defining the local culture, community engagement, and quality of life. Many communities around the state have seen their younger people move out in search of a better quality of life, but not here. Paducah and West Kentucky Community and Technical College, through this arts community, offer what today's students and graduates are seeking. I was just talking to one of the former students here who's gone on and got her degree in design and has come back and is working in this community in digital design. I applaud the vision and leadership of this community and of course of our college and Dr. Vesey for coming together to create not only this exemplary School of Art and Design, but for also creating the type of community where people want to live and want to come visit. Congratulations to WKCTC, our art and culinary students, the city, and all the partners involved in bringing this new building for the Paducah School of Arts and Design to fruition. Again, thank you for inviting me to be here, and let's continue the celebration.
Well, we have applauded and lauded this building, the structure, but I know that the program, the arts program, is really the undergirding of what is going to come in now, in the past, and now into the future. We have already developed a wonderful program in the short years that we have had the intensive concentration in the arts. But the future is really what we're looking to. Growth, new programs, more that we will see out of this program and for the community as a whole. And the person that will lead that is Dean Paul Aho. And I do not think that we could be in better hands. So Paul, please stand and let everyone recognize you. Thank you. And the faculty and staff, wave out there. There you go. They're the true heart of all of this that we're talking about tonight. And I would like to also recognize our guest exhibitor and lecturer, David Carson. David, wave so they know who you are. We're very honored to have you with us, David, celebrating this opening with us. And I'm going to just read a little bit that was in the paper. The exhibition marks a high point in PSAD's established exhibition program and is a rare opportunity to experience the diverse selection of David Carson's work firsthand. And David is going to be providing a lecture tomorrow evening to the public at 6 p.m. I hope that you will attend, as students will be coming from several areas for that. And Paul says that, and I believe him because I believe most of everything that Paul tells me about the arts, that you are widely considered to be the most influential person in graphic arts and graphic design, so we are honored to have you. Now, our culinary arts program is going to be, Jesse Donaldson. Is Jesse here? Jesse's, I bet, in the cafe preparing food. But Jesse Donaldson is our chef for the Kitchens Cafe. The cafe will be open every day from 11 to 3 in the afternoon. We will be offering special culinary classes. We remember the very beginning, we talked about we would bring people in for workshops, for culinary classes. They would come in. We would use this as an economic development tool for the development of a cultural experience in Paducah. our home and an expansion of the arts. And that is what it was all about from the very beginning, economic development. So I thank you, the community that supported, and Paul said it so well in the paper. You got behind us not only with your money, but you got behind us spiritually, and we will forever thank you. And if I had a little glass, I would toast us. I would toast us all for our vision that we had, for our guts to pull it off. Thank you for being with us this evening.